Hi, my name is Chad Adams. I work with Skeleton Key in St. Louis, Missouri, and this is the second video in our multi-video series on number functions. The first function we're going to look at is the div function. The div function is going to return the lower integer from whatever you divide. So what does that mean exactly? Essentially, it's going to leave out the remainder. So if you were to divide something like 5 divided by 2, you would get 2.5 as the answer, but the div function is going to reduce that to just 2. Okay, and it doesn't matter what the remainder is, if it's lower than 5, higher than 5, anything like that. If we were to do something like 29 divided by 6, which is like 4.833, you still get 4. It doesn't do any sort of rounding, it's just the next integer below. The last function we're going to look at today is the factorial function. The factorial function is going to return the factorial of whatever number you give it. So for those of you who have forgotten what we learned in grade school or high school math, a factorial is when you take a number and you multiply it by every integer less than number down to 1. So for example, 5, you'd do 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. For 3, it would be 3 times 2 times 1. For 10, 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Okay? The factorial function allows you to add one more parameter. So for example, if we were to do factorial, let's just do factorial 5. And we're going to see that that equals 120. Factorial 3 is going to equal 6. If you do factorial 10, then you get a huge number. But the factorial function allows you to tell how many iterations down you want to calculate. So for example, we can say factorial 10 colon 3, and that's going to give us 10 times 9 times 8, which is 720. And that's the factorial function. As always, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to email me at chad.adams@skeletonkey.com.